Well, small and big game hunting seasons are opening up here in Arkansas, and Arkansas hunters are having some big time success. Wake Up Central's Skot Covert talks with Game and Fish officials, Trey Reid, to be exact, on that early harvest numbers and some information on how you can win big just by fishing at a local lake. It is this week's Outdoor Report.
Hey, it's Saturday, which means it's another edition of the Outdoor Report. We're joined with Trey Reid from Arkansas Game and Fish. Now, Trey, we've been hunting for a couple of weeks. Some of those seasons have opened, and you're providing some good information, some good numbers coming out.
I've got a report for you. Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
You want to start with bear?
I want to start with bear.
Yeah, bear, because it was, well, of our big game animals, it was the first one to open. Archery bear season opened the 13th, which is a Wednesday, so we're about a week and a half in. And
okay.
The quota for archery has been met.
Already?
So, yeah, so it was a very good start to the season. Over 460 bears checked by Arkansas archery bear hunters.
Okay.
Within basically the first week of the season.
Now, where'd the majority of those?
Those are Ozarks and Ouachita's.
Okay.
So the zone 1 is the Ozarks, zone 2 the Ouachita's. Now we do have some bear zones. Remember that opened up last year.
That were new.
Southern Arkansas, new, but those seasons don't open until December. So they're a much later season. There's not an archery component of those yet. Now that may be coming someday in the future,
sure.
But that population in the southern part of the state not as robust as it is in the Ozarks and Ouachita's. Of course, they've been expanding into that area, but and we did hit the quotas down there last year, so it was a good season. But yeah, so bear season off to a great start with the archery hunters.
Now you've got some huge record-shattering news when it comes to the alligator hunt too.
I do, Scott. I do. The alligator season also wrapped up last weekend, last Sunday, actually Monday morning.
All right.
It's hunting at nighttime, and so it took place over the last 2 weekends, a quota system on private lands and then public land permit hunt.
Got it.
And no record alligator like length this year, but we had a record number, Scott.
Total harvest overall.
Total harvest overall. And let me tell you, not only did we break the record, we shattered it. 202 alligators taken by Arkansas
202 in Arkansas, those 2 weeks.
Yeah, and the previous record, I think 3 years ago, was like 170 something. So, I mean, it was a substantial amount. I have had people ask, does that mean, that our alligator population is really blowing up or expanding? And the answer is not necessarily.
We could just be better at hunting them.
I think we're getting better at hunting them. There's also a lot of people that maybe have a property where they've got a gator that they don't necessarily want there on their private land. And so instead of having a nuisance alligator call that biologists have to go take their time away from conservation work to go move, it's easy for them to take care of that through the hunt now. And so I think a lot of people are taking advantage of that.
Talking about record-breaking numbers here, these temperatures have been near record-breaking, blazing hot this weekend.
I was going to have a bone to pick with you about that.
Yeah, I've got a complaint line. It's Tom at thb11.com. That's right.
Perfect.
So it's hot. It's blazing hot. I don't think of deer season being this hot, but nonetheless, deer season is open.
Archery deer season opened last weekend, so we've been a weekend. We're over 3,000 deer have been checked so far.
Well, that's not bad.
Considering the warm temperatures we've had.
That's not bad at all.
It is very good. Now, look, it's Arkansas, it's September. Yeah, we get some cold fronts through. This is pretty normal, though, really. I mean, as much as we like to complain about it, it's Arkansas. Hey, we're only 1 week into official fall, right?
That's right. I think next weekend we'll probably get that blast of cold air. On a side note, all those deer that hunters haven't been able to take, they're in my yard. They're eating my hostas. So I know where they're at if anyone's looking for them.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about Lake Conway. I drove past on 40 the other day. You're really lowering the limit of the water levels on Lake Conway. What's the news out of there?
We opened a second gate a little over a week ago now, I think it was. And again, we have to kind of slow that water out of there. So it's going to still take a while. There's going to be fishable water. So
fishable, huh?
Yeah, and I'm speaking of fishing, I got some great news for people that want to go out there and take advantage. Of course, there's no limits on Lake Conway, but we've had the tag fish promotion with the $500 reward tags. We've only had 2 of those turned in so far.
Okay.
So we are doubling down, literally.
No
now
way.
Those tags are going to be worth $1,000.
So when your wives ask, what are you doing out there? You're wasting your Saturday. And you can say, well, I'm going to work, honey.
I'm going to get some good piscine protein for the family.
There you go.
And I'm going to make some money, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, excellent. Now, that goes through
October 31st.
Okay.
Is it now? And if people have asked, if you catch a fish in the Arkansas River with that tag, we will honor it because that's where Palarm Creek, drains into the river. But it does end end on October 31st. So we've still got over a month though to get out there and maybe, first of all, get some food and maybe catch a $1,000 fish.
Ooh, how about that? Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be great.
Would be nice. This has been fun. Hey, if you got questions for Trey, all you got to do is send me a text message. The number's there on your screen, 501-376-1111. Whether it's about fishing, hunting, or you just got some complaints, we'll send them his way instead of Tom's, and we'll be answering those every Saturday right here on the Outdoor Report.